Hello and welcome to another free code session. My name is Jason Bach, and hopefully this list will get done in this episode. I hope. I really hope. So we did add the MS Build workspace. The problem is, as I showed in the last one, that when I did it, where is this? Over here, that it did an error. It just said, nah, nothing. One thing I want to check really quick is if I go to that location, because there's a sneaking suspicion in my mind. Is there a... No. Never mind. Can we order by the type of the file? Because I could see... Okay, now I'm just confusing myself. I know there was a... Oh my God. There is a Roslyn. Yeah, there it is. Okay, and that is the only one there. Okay. Fine. Well, let's open this up. Now let's just see something here quick. Well, it's bringing in at least one. Okay. And there's another one and another one and a whole bunch of other. Okay, so there are actually things that should be bringing in. Now, the problem here is that I want to say, nope. I want to say properties. Let's go to debug. Command line arguments to pass to the executable. That sounds like a grand idea. Don't you agree? I think I want to pass that. Okay. And sure. Let's see if that's stuck. It did. Okay. So let's actually then go into the program here. And let's say that. All right, let's debug it. So what do we get here? Did we get a solution option value? We did. Good. And we should not have gotten a directory option. Yep, that's true. Okay, so we got that, which is good. I don't think we use this anymore in here, so we can delete that. So I say create the workspace. And the full name is that. Okay. So I open that. And now, what do I got for projects? Well, I got 166 projects. So that seems like a good thing. And how about in that first one? I've got no documents. Do I ever get into documents? No, I don't. I don't ever show any documents. Well, isn't that surprising? So if I look at this, you should be able to say open solution, projects. So all the projects in the solution. I didn't think you needed to do get compilation. Oh, this thing. Okay, I forgot about that. Do not include any Microsoft build. Okay, I've got to read this more. Well, not that that's going to fix anything, but let's come back here. And let's say it says build framework, build task core, or build utilities core. But we do need this. So let's get rid of that. Okay. And then we can also go into packages and say build and build framework and go. Okay. But now what does he say here? Do not build locator. Okay. So is that what we need here? Exceptional statistics. Let's do manager get packages. Build. And it's not just referencing this either. Microsoft build locator. Sure. Let's install that. And then once you do that, then it also said you want to do this before you do anything else. So if we come here, but this is only in the case if we do this, right? And we can get rid of that. So we'll just put that there. All right. Well, first things first, let's just build this. I don't think this is going to change anything, but let's just build this. Okay. And now we say here, so let's just get no files. Okay, I just wanted to throw this out here. I've been waiting for this thing to finish. It hasn't errored, but it's taking a really long time to get through. Oh, hey, just as I said that. Okay, well, I guess, watch pot never boils or something. I don't know. So, yeah, that was definitely taking a while. And in fact, it takes 3 minutes and 49 seconds to get through all of that with, I think, probably, well, you get a little bit more. That's actually interesting that you get more. So you get like 128, 130, but this actually fixed it. So it just takes longer. So I'm cool with that. I'm down with that. So, okay. So now if I actually just say run it here, what does it do? What happens? Oh yeah, it's gone off and it's gone off into Narnia and taking forever. We don't want to wait for that. So, but that's good. That is good. So if I say git commit, did it put a, yeah, I did put a launch settings there. Let's actually see what this is. So command name project, command line. Yeah, and that's fine. Somebody could come in here and change that if they want. I really don't care. So one updated command line parsing and supporting MS Build based solutions and projects. Nice. I like that. So I think that should actually take care of. Got to make sure to put this in the notes. In fact, hold on, let me get that. I went to a tab, and so if the cut seems weird, is because I went to a tab I shouldn't have. Not that it's a bad tab, it's a private family chat tab, and it's like I just had things on there that was chatting with the family. So in any event, this seems to have fixed it. What was I going to do? Oh, I wanted to go here. That's where I wanted to go. So we get the directory from the command line. We can use that. Let's update the README, and then we'll just publish 1.0, because why not? Let's go to release. Let's go to the README, getting started, install it. Then you can look for bad exception handlers by either providing the location of a solution file. You can say c:\/ my directory / my solution file SLN, or you can give a directory as the starting point, exceptional statistics will recursively will enumerate all files within that directory, subdirectories for C#. So we could say here like dir, like that. In either case, you should see output something like this. Okay, so now what I want to do is get output, but I do not want to use this. I want to use the dir version of it. And then we'll say that. Okay, what's the problem here? Oh, okay, I see what it's doing. Okay, we still need that there. Okay, so, yes, I see what it's doing. Okay, so, and let's put this. You might be wondering why I'm doing this. It's because I should actually have that there. Okay, so now let's run this. I gotta admit, when I go back on recording and editing this, really, I wonder if I was looking at the Roslyn directory and not the Roslyn 2 directory. I don't know. I could be wrong on that one. Because this is also now taking quite some time to finish. So, hold on. Let me pause this so I can get the output. And oh, what? See, you just gotta wait. You just gotta wait, and then see. I find that really interesting. Why do you get less But with the solution, you get more. I wonder if some projects are referencing files twice. That could be it. In fact, that's probably it. I wonder if that's the problem. So I could put, oh, quiet kitty. I wonder if I say something like down here and I do the add and say, well, if you already have something in the statistics with this file, then just return what you have. You know what I mean? But before we do that, let's grab this because I want that in the README. Okay. But I'm kind of curious because if I say here, if left dot, well, where am I? What I was kind of circling through in my head is that let's actually move this over. That's a little bit hard to read. There we go. Is that if the file is actually in both of these directories. And I can kind of see why. Because I have bad catch clauses here. That's just an immutable array of this and an immutable array of this. And what happens if you have one or both? You know, I mean, you have to add to that, but you also want to, I think what I could say here is if left bad catch clauses contains key of the right.file, and we don't need to say that here anymore. We know that that's going to be that. Okay, so if it contains the key, then we just say left.bad catch clauses, else we return that. Okay, otherwise we do this. And the same thing happens here. So what we want to do is basically copy this up to here. We say that here. We say that here. And then we say that. Yeah, kind of hard to read, but I apologize. And then that all goes away. Okay. So let's actually push this down here. And now let's do the same thing here. Admit, a little bit hard to read. But what I'm wondering is are we getting duplications? Because again, the projects within the Roslyn solution file are causing it to hiccup a little bit. So I just grabbed this for the case where I was doing, and I don't care if the file count is different. That I don't care about. But what I want to do here is say, let's back up the bus here and put that in there. Okay, so this is going to take some time. So, and I'm wondering if it also takes time because of what I set up here, which is I'm doing one file at a time. Whereas if I could do this, I could parallelize it and saying every time I find a file, then do that. I would need to have something that basically allows me to do that. And I just don't have the cleverness today to think of that. So let me run this now with that little fix in there. And then let me see. Let me just check this one more time. If it contains the key, you just return what's currently there because you've already done it, essentially. Otherwise, and I could clean this up even more and say don't even do the file if you've already done it. Like have a way to say make this into one thing, but that's a further optimization. In any event, I did this, so I'm going to pause this and come back and see if this gets the values a little bit closer. You know, it helps if I would have put solution there. I'll be back. Well, no, that wasn't it. So the thing is, though, if I look at the README, we are doing like a lot more files. So yeah, I think, which is weird because we shouldn't be doing double. Yeah, because if you will look, oh, these are the same locations. Yeah, so you see here, that didn't work because we're getting the same same locations. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, do I solve this now? Because it is technically a bug. We don't want to put duplicates in here. It's the same thing, same location. I really think I should solve this now. Yeah. I know that probably means another episode or two, but I do think, and by the way, I put these little processing things in here because I needed to see, like, I want to see what files I'm doing. But I think I'm saying, like, it's statistics is, I want to have a way to keep track of the files that I've done. And the file count here is a little disingenuous because if I look at the file count, you know, I always, when I'm calling this, I'm always adding +1. And I just don't want to repeat processing files. So how do I want to do this? Dun, 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 dun. How to do this? We could just say var visited. I mean, this does it. New hash set of string. And now here, we don't have to worry about it. We can just say, no, not the solution. We want to say if visited files.add, because I think add tells you if it did or not. And because add will return if element is added, false if not. Okay. So that actually makes it pretty simple. And then the same thing here, we want to say on the lock, we want to do if, well, let's grab this. Did we put visited files out? Yes, we did. Okay. So let's do that. Okay. So let's do that, except we're going to, because that's a file. Yep. Okay. And then we're going to pull this in here. We're actually going to put that here. Why don't you like that? Cannot await in the body of a lock statement. Well, isn't that cute? And I get why it's doing this because, well, actually, no, wait a minute. We could, hold on. So if we added it, but is there there's a bag, there's a stack, but there's not, you could use a concurrent dictionary for this. Yeah, it's just unordered collection. There's no concurrent hash set. So this one, you could get multiple files coming in. Okay. I was looking this up and there's like talk about how you can potentially use semaphore slim with this because you have to be re-entrant on the same thread. It gets a little messy. So I said, okay, fine. Let's just load the code. Probably not as performant, but then we'll lock and say, if you visited it, then actually do the statistics gathering on it. So, and hopefully we don't run into this too much because hopefully we're getting unique files, especially if you're doing directory enumerate. Actually, when I look at this, there should be no reason for there is absolutely no reason to do this, right? Because you, just like we said, you can't lock within it. What did I have before? Compare with unmodified. So yeah, I'm right back to where I was before. Okay, that's what I thought. So we don't need this only for the case where we're doing solution files. That's the only time we need it. So what I'm going to do now is I will say, let's launch it with the solution file and then launch it with the directories. And let's just see what the statistics are. So give me a moment. I'll be back when all that's done. Well, that's wrong. There's no way that, so if we add True if the element is added to the hash set. False if the element is already processed. Oh my God. Well, it did what I told it to, so I just told it wrong. Try again. Well, I don't even have to run the other one. You can see that the numbers are almost identical. The number of files goes down slightly when you do the solution. So it might be because there's CS files in the entire directory structure that aren't actually referenced in some of the projects. So that's why you see a little bit of a less of a number there, but the repeats are gone. We now have the same number of bad catch blocks and empty blocks, which is just, that's just a coincidence, but the numbers look much, much closer. So I'm good with that. So let's see where we're at. If I go back to my README, yeah. Exceptional statistics issues. I think at this point, we are good to go. If I come back here, I updated the README, and the only thing I got to do is release. I will do that off camera. No reason to go through the NuGet package uploads and stuff like that, but I will do that off camera, and then I will have this published as a NuGet package. So kind of like this. I've had the thought of, because I do this a lot, where I create a .NET tool that basically either I want to parse a directory or parse a solution, and then I do certain things to look at it. Like one of the things I wanted to do is see how many times goto is used in a solution. And I think Roslyn does have some goto statements in there. So very, very few, but I think it has a couple. And again, just to show this is used in some places. So would be kind of fun to write kind of this meta tool that I can use to say, hey, run this tool with these settings, and then it goes through and does my editor config generator, or it goes and do this, and then it does goto statistics, or there's like another project or two packages that I have, repositories that do things with .NET tools and use the compiler API. I'm still debating if I want to like merge them all together or keep them separate. So either way, this one seems to be done for now. I've got a couple of issues I'm going to put in as like kind of one things, but I want to get this out and have this be done. So next episode, I think I might be moving back to rocks and doing a couple things there. Thank you all for watching. Leave comments and questions below. See you in the next episode.